What's up, guys? Welcome to my channel. I'm here to expose how the devil controls us, how the devil controls the system. So essentially, I'm going to talk about secret knowledge that's going to expose the devil. If you're interested in that, stick around. So essentially, the devil's real, and essentially he controls this cult, this pyramid scheme, right, of witches and warlocks that control this matrix. And essentially they have knowledge of energy manipulation and mind control, and they're essentially masters at planting traumas in our minds when we're children, and it plants deep wounds inside of us. But it also goes deeper, because I really am very suspicious of the medical system and what they do to the belly button. Now I'll make another video about that separately, but I'm kind of getting a little bit suspicious on what doctors do with the belly button, like the umbilical cord, because essentially what I'm thinking, I'm suspicious that they do something to our stomach, and they make it so that there's like a knot. And essentially, I know that this is an old myth, but I was looking online for the videos, and they only show online the cutting part, but they don't show anything after that, which I find is suspicious. So if anyone can actually add information about that, like a mother or a doctor who's not working for these Freemason Satanists, please comment below. Essentially, I know that this system plants witchcraft in the stomach, and essentially it's either by cursing your food, it's by making you eat something in dreams, or it could even be connected with what doctors do when you're born, because we know that this evil system is controlled by the devil, and they want to bind you. So here I'm going to talk about this system here. Essentially, this symbol is an ancient symbol, and they always have these ancient occult symbols, and they show you, oh yeah, they have like a generic, very general like meaning on what it is, but this is like the surface level, because many symbols have many different meanings, and this actually has another meaning. It actually has a meaning of how the occult, who believe they control our world, they essentially they believe everything inverted, everything opposite of what God intended. And essentially what they believe is this is representing the spiral of life. Essentially this is representing how everything in reality is essentially remembering and returning to source, that they are God, and eventually they will remember, and the Brahma, right, God, right, the fractal God that's experiencing the consciousness that's experiencing reality, right, as if a God would ever need to come and experience like fucking, right. He designed it. He doesn't need to come and he designed stuff for us to experience. So essentially, this is a symbol of their occult beliefs, but also I suspect it's also a symbol of the binding in our body. And essentially, all of us, our body is connected to reality. Our body, essentially, let me see here. Apologize if this video is everywhere. Okay, so essentially they lie so much about our human body, and basically your body is connected to reality. If you feel good, you're going to attract good to you. But essentially they do things to damage the body, and I'm going to explain here. So this is just a side piece of information. If you ever want to find out what truth is, numbers, like to the occult, numerology is very important. And I'm not saying I know how to use this perfectly, but there's this calculator called Gematria calculator online. And essentially what you do is you put anything in there, and it's interesting, right? Because we know who controls the world, right? And I'll make a video about that very soon too. But essentially what you do is you type in any name, business, anything that you're suspicious of, and you add up the numbers. And essentially if the numbers don't add up to a holy number, or a number that can actually have its root number, like example, this is always what you do. 8 and 4, that's 12. 4 and 5, that's 9. 9 can be into 3. This is 12. 12 is a special number too. 7s are special, right? But if it adds up to a weird number that has no really numeric added, it's satanic. That's how I work with this. Now, essentially, you can look at even videos like example, if you can look at the clock, you can see the number there and go to a verse in the Bible. This is how you can use it. You can look at videos when I'm talking truth. Look, when I'm talking hard truth, these videos add up to 333. Look, this is 1, 2, that's 3, 1, 2, that's 3, that's 3, that's 3, 3, 3. That will go into 3. You know what I mean? So this is how you use that. So essentially, this is how the devil tricks us. Now, I want to talk about this guy, Dub Effects. This guy is an actual artist. I saw him live. He came to Vancouver. I think he's from South Africa, but he's essentially more popular in Europe. He's traveled all around Germany and all around Europe touring, right? And he actually started just like this.
Monsoon.
And actually, I saw him, and I was very impressed. So essentially, he spent his whole life learning about music, mastering frequencies and vibrations, sacrificing his happiness, right? His comfortability to learn about this so he could be a master at making beats and harmonies and combining them all together using a loop station. Essentially, he uses these to make sick ass beats and rhyme on top of it. And essentially, I was really into this guy a few years ago, and essentially I listened to him for about 7 years, and it was like I found him on YouTube. This is the first video I ever found. And essentially, my life, I've always been attracted to different people in the world, and these different people in the world were evil, all of them. And I'm going to expose how the devil works. So essentially, he's very impressive. He actually is now like this. This has been a long time. So he came here, right? And essentially, I came to 2 of his shows. This is the first one I went to. And actually, it was a blast. But I love God, and this is like a new age scene. So essentially, I didn't fit in, and I knew that probably I wouldn't meet any friends or any people to connect with, because I used to work in a mushroom dispensary, so I knew all about the new age and all about LGBTQ and all about the occult and all about witchcraft. And essentially, here's me dominating their establishment. And essentially, these people were wicked, evil people. The owner was like a wizard, and they were doing witchcraft on me. And essentially, these people don't know love. The New Age movement, they have no idea what love is, because they don't know love. They know human love. Human love is very limited. God's love is unconditional and infinite. If you know God, you have infinity, because you have infinite energy, because God is love, light, and life. Now let's look at this. When I was taking my camera and recording. You guys ready for this? And essentially what happens is he looks right at me. And my energy is very pure. Essentially it irritates people with demons in them. And what happens is he looks right at me and he cringes. And let's show this again. See, he's just... right here. You guys ready for this? He looks right at me and he cringes. I'm telling you guys, this is all symbolic. This reality, it will give you signs and symbols. You have to look for them. Because, example... if say what's the saying? Just be careful who you trust. I'll explain it a little later. Okay, essentially, this guy is essentially what I'm saying is he's working for the devil. I suspect he's a demon or a high-level warlock, and essentially, he's using his rhymes to influence the people into the New Age superficial love, to trick people. So this is how deep it goes. Now we're gonna talk more about the symbols here. This is an occult symbol. Now, if you look into the symbol. We're just look at Benjamin Stanford here for a second. So essentially, like I said, very talented, and I really was impressed by his music, by his energy. But something about him kind of gave me vibes of demon energy. And there were some pictures of him really singing, and the background, it kind of looked dark, and you could really look a little bit dark. They kind of removed these images because they're trying to make him seem he's anti-establishment, he's all for love, right? Okay, and I tell you, these people don't know love. They don't know love. So essentially, here's pictures of him just you think, he's like a normal person, okay? He's normal. He has normal family, normal life. But what I think is all these people in the occult, essentially, since they're groomed by the occult, they get abused when they're kids, and essentially all the males are gay, homosexual, and all the females are either lesbian or witches. Well, they're all witches, but she's a witch. And essentially, I don't know really how the children come into their life. This kid looks kind of Chinese. I'm not going to go into their kids, how they get their kids and how they abuse them. This could very well could be their children, but I'm just saying that not everything is what it seems, because this symbol, the triquetra, listen to what I'm saying, listen carefully. This is like I said, they put this symbol and they say, oh, this is a symbol, an ancient symbol for peace, or for the Christians use this symbol for symbolizing the Trinity. This is probably Gnostics, right? And the Gnostics, they think that they teach the secret occult knowledge, and this guy is basically pushing. He wears all-seeing eyes. He's pushing the New Age. New Age is not new. It's old information. It's old from ancient Mesopotamia, ancient Hinduism, ancient Buddhism. This is all where this came from. This information. This occult information, because they believe the infinite cycle of God experiencing, remembering, coming back, and refractaling, re-separating. But the occult, they want to break the cycle, and they think that by inverting everything, they can destroy the simulation and free themselves and become godlike. Just like how the evil, Jews who control the world, they believe to do evil to speed up the coming of the Messiah. Anyway, so essentially, New Age. So essentially, New Age. So the devil. So essentially, this is how the body is. This is how your body has these energy gates, and it has an energy flow. And essentially, the New Age people, the witches and warlocks, they know about that. This is why God didn't want this to be known, because if you know about it, you know how to attach cords. You know how to. They have a knowledge on how to go into the astral realm, how to travel into your dreams, how to go astral project into your house. I've seen some videos of how, actually, the people who were the witches. I actually caught the witch from my work, the manager and the owner, the wizard. They were literally in my room when I was I had a spiritual experience, and they were literally spying on me, doing witchcraft on you, because they want to catch you off guard and start attacking you energetically. I know this sounds all crazy, but I know what I know, because I know what I know. So essentially, okay, let's go back into here. So essentially, New Age. So essentially, they know how to touch energy cords and fuck up your energy flow, and then your body starts getting stiff. So all of us are in pain. All of us are suffering in pain. All of us, our body is shutting down, and this is not normal. These bastard medical system lying clowns, they're hiding the truth. They know what's happening to our body. They're shutting our body down, and they're teaching us lies. Pardon me. They're essentially lying about your health, and I'm going to tell you how the devil's doing it, how the devil's binding you. So essentially, you want to stretch out, you want to stretch your back out, you want to breathe in deep, but you can't, because there's a weight on your chest. There's your stomach feels tight, feels locked. You feel like you can't crack your back, you can't move your shoulders back far enough, because there's something energetically, invisibly attached to you, stopping you. Whether that be the people evil around you that you're living with, or the cursed food that you bought from, this cursed evil devil system, that if we eat something we forgot to pray, it could be detrimental to your health. That's why the Jewish people, they eat kosher food, because energy can be transferred into food, into items, and attached to you. Or people can attach things by touching you, by making covenants with them, by doing, agreements with other people, the spiritual realm. We have to be aware. And essentially, I'm going to show you these symbols, how they're all connected. So essentially, the triquetra, this is what it means, really. So essentially, this bastard, satanic, evil people, they're such evil, they're such good, they're really masterful at energy. So essentially, they wear light on them, and they look like, oh, I'm a good person, I actually care about you, but they don't really give a damn. They're trying to fuck you over. The fitness industry too. There's these warlocks that are in the gym. They're like the ones who are big and jacked bodies, and essentially they go around. They act like they know how to build you up, but essentially these people who are you pay for their master classes. So they bind you. They know how to control you and bind you so that you are under them. Because everything's a pyramid. Every single group is a pyramid. God wants you to be free and set individually free in all of you. Free in health, free in your financial, free in your like to go traveling. But this evil system is binding you. It wants to separate all of us. It wants us to all be separated. All of us are seeking deep connection with someone else. Am I wrong? All normal people are seeking to find a deep connection, but we flow around through this reality, and we find superficial relationships, not deep enough. And it's because these evil people, they want you to accept that garbage love, that fake love that's limited. They're actually just attacking you. They're attacking you. Okay, so let's go here. So essentially, this bastard Satan, so he touches either a toxin, a cursed food, that you have to throw up, that you literally have to vomit. It's called the witch's knot. And essentially, it's if you push out your stomach, push out deep in your core, try to push out your belly button, your stomach, you're gonna feel pain. And if you spit, that feeling, it's a pain deep inside of you that is driving you to do everything that you're doing to relieve yourself. Whatever you do, it's to relieve yourself, because everyone is uncomfortable, because the devil has bound all of us. If you're not if you're not like a high level satanic occultist, like wizard, warlock, whatever, that has knowledge or permission from the devil to be free of that, I don't even know if he allows that. Or if you were raised far away, maybe in a farm, in a village, and you just did manual labor your whole life, and you were, and you're a good person, you maybe had some spiritual awareness, because some of these cultures, they have some kind of ways to protect themselves spiritually, right? But it's always limited, because you can protect yourself spiritually here, but you need to accept Jesus Christ to live forever, because he is the connection to you so that you can live forever. He wants to give you eternal life. Okay, so let's continue. So essentially, you look for these symbols. This is an ancient symbol, and it's the same thing. I'm telling you guys, it's the same thing as the spiral. It's the same thing as the spiral I showed you earlier. The spiral, what their belief is. And this is an ancient from Japan, but it's actually a 666, just like Google. Just like the Google symbol. This one, see, down here? It's the same thing, 666. This is the same symbol, guys. And it's showing you the binding of you, the binding in your stomach, the binding that you can't get rid of. These royal families, they know what we're suffering with. They probably all have perfect health, and they're all laughing at us in their fucking castles. I'm not even kidding you guys. This is how the world works. And we're all fucked up. We're all looking for ways to relieve ourselves with pleasure, with entertainment, with whatever you can find, right? But love, right? Because we're all, this fake system, it makes you seek love elsewhere. It hurts you, right? It abandons you. Then you seek love because you feel hurt. You seek it elsewhere, outside yourself. You seek it in this new age, in the club world, in the new age, and then you get hurt by these liars. Cause then you get into a relationship, man or woman, and essentially they love you, but then they start leaving you, start letting you go, start releasing. Actually, I'm gonna make this video longer. This is gonna be a really good video. So essentially, they start releasing their love and then detaching, and then they essentially, when you get broken, you start chasing them and they dump you. Well, you start chasing them, right? And then you break and then they dump you, and then they get you to essentially suicide. This is how the system works. They steal your energy. This is how, when you die, they steal your energy and add it to them. This is how the witches steal your energy for their manifesting, for their manipulations. But essentially, I don't really believe in quote unquote manifesting. I guess I call it divine attraction. But essentially, they have ways to steal your energy. And they do it through even what you watch, right? But let's just continue here. So they want to say whatever nonsense here to explain this, but this is exactly the same thing I was talking about. This is the ancient Greek symbol, and it's the same thing. They put this on their shields. You can say whatever Greek symbol for strength. Yeah. Blah 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 bullshit. 666, black and white, and it's also through the spirals. Okay, when you see this anywhere, these people who believe in this, you can be sure there's a pedophile around, because all of them, they are weirdo, sicko people that are raised by the devil. They're inverted. They don't even comprehend me, what I'm talking about. They think that I'm wrong and they're right, because they're upside down, inside out, inverted. And essentially, you listen to lyrics of songs, goddamn, essentially everything is getting you to accept evil. And I'm gonna go and show you in a video how they. I might make that in another video because they might block that video because it's gonna show some movie things from Thor, Love and Thunder. But okay, anyway, so this is a pedophile symbol and a spiral. It's the same thing, spiral. You see this anywhere? Look at how the system tries to hide it. Look, this is a Disney. Of course, Disney, right? It's a satanic. Disney is a Jew, and essentially the satanic evil. There's a group of evil Jews that teach occult mysticism, and a lot of people underneath them, they don't think that they're evil. They think that what they're doing is true, but essentially they're evil at the top. There's like a evil group of people, and there's evil in every culture. It's just that the Jews are powerful people, and they have knowledge. And when you have knowledge, you have power, and they have knowledge of God. He chose them to be the chosen race, right? He was born through them as Jesus Christ to die for us, right? To sacrifice for himself on the cross. Because blood is a spiritual currency. And essentially, these people, the Jewish people, they want to rebuild their temple because they want to continue their animal sacrifice for their sins. Because they want to keep doing evil. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Essentially, look, Disney made this, and Disney is a propaganda machine, right? And they always teach lies to pervert the mind of the youth, or teach kids to go into romance early. And essentially, look, they got the spiral here, and then immediately the media is like, no, this is false. This is not about pedophiles. It's like a joke. The devil, he works in a joke. Look, he puts devil effects in your face. Oh, look at the symbol of unity. This is actually a symbol of your body, my friend. I'm telling you, this symbol, this triquetra, is actually a symbol of the devil acknowledging that your body is a whole interconnected system of interconnected loops of muscles and tendons. So your whole body is a loops. Your hips, your hips, you got loops there, you got loops around your shoulder, and everything is a loop. And essentially, this system is like your whole body is a bunch of rubber bands connected to each other that needs to stretch out. And your core is where your energy shoots out. Is where you absorb energy. But these assholes know how to shut down everything, so that we don't get our abundance. Because your stomach, deep in your stomach, is called if you get wounded, which we all have, it's called a witch's wound. It's a deep wound that your mother caused, or your father, someone that you love deeply. And essentially, this makes you lose your abundance. Makes you lose your confidence and your abundance to attract everything to you, your infinite money. And then this evil system looks like an evil eye too in the middle there. And this triquetra is like, oh, they put it in our face. The devil's mocking you. He's mocking you. You're dancing to this, and the truth is right there. To God, the devil. This is how the human body works. Loops. And then these assholes, they put right in the middle, they put a knot, so that you can't stretch out. I'm telling you guys, this is how it works. And you can't stretch the fuck out. Then your body's in pain, and then all of us are in pain with scoliosis, trying to fix our back years later with all these types of diagnoses, because your posture is connected to all your health. Your digestion, your spine is connected to your brain, how you feel. If you have a crooked spine, the signals don't go fast. If you don't have proper posture, you can't, and they damage our feet. We can't even. All our body is so in pain because they attacked us our whole life, and we don't know how to release energy because these people are they know how to lie and trick us. So these pedophiles are everywhere. And essentially, this is what this means. This is the spiral that Satan, the idiot, he spy. Fuck you, devil. I'll kick your ass. This guy, he put the spiral in all of us. And essentially, I had to do like kind of like a ceremony. You drink psychedelics, and then what I did is I ate a bunch of massive psychedelics, and then I pounded a bunch of videos like sound healing, church bell ringing, but also search witchcraft in the stomach, deliverance prayer. There's a channel called Delivered by Christ. She's amazing. And also, maybe a Reiki master healing you. And you in the spiritual realm, you put all those videos and you're going to throw up. You take your Bible and you put it in your stomach, you're going to throw up this toxin in your stomach. This is how you free yourself. And it's going to be very painful process, and you're going to be very raw after. And your body is very sore because after, your whole body for years has been in a fucked up, twisted up position. And literally all of us are all twisted up, and this asshole system mocks us. So I want to go here and I'll show you how these guys are. Let's see what they sing about. Like literally, let's see what these guys sing about. They sing dumbing them down. I feel like I'm getting dumber listening to this. I even wrote that here. I'm getting dumber and dumber listening to this song. So these guys are trying to act like they're teaching truth, right? The devil, right? He's, oh, I'm telling you guys truth. Oh yeah, it's all being exposed. Yo guys, oh my god, follow these guys. They know what they're talking about. Poison the soil. Yep, this is what they're doing, right? Yeah. So true. Yep. But this is generic. This is surface level. Surface level. So surface level. Pissing me off. Witch. Evil. I'm an angel. This guy's a demon. That's why he's a demon, and I'm an angel. I'm telling you, I'm an angel, and this guy, I'm a chosen one, and this guy, this piece of shit, is a demon, yo. I'm exposing this fucker right now. Yeah, when I went to meet him, his energy was so, I have pictures of him, with me and him, I've given him like an arm around him. He put up a peace sign, he didn't touch me, he was so shit energy. You know, I fucking went to 2 of his shows, I fucking danced to all his music like crazy. People were starting to watch me because I was like dancing so perfectly to his, like I was so in sync because I'm connected to source, right? It's God, right? God, source, I call it God, but for you new agers, let's just call it source, right? So you guys can understand, right? Because everything's connected and every culture has some truth, aspect of truth, but there's a lot of lies and deception because every culture has a pyramid scheme. Every system has a pyramid, and the devil controls you through the pyramid. Fuck you, devil. Why don't you guys sing about the witchcraft? You know, okay, you can tell this big Jew knows. I can see it now, man. This guy's a freaking evil satanic Jew, yo. I can see it. So essentially, and I'm gonna make a video with the Jews, but okay, essentially they should have been singing about that stuff 30 fucking years ago. You know, like 40 fucking years ago, 50 fucking years ago. That's what they should have been singing about. But then now, when we should be singing about they're sacrificing children, stealing them through the CIA that they made to deceive you and mind control you. They created Hollywood to cast a spell on your mind. You know what I mean? They kidnap you for their satanic blood-spilling rituals. The medical system binding you, lying to you. The music is deceiving you with the vibrations that damage your cells. Honestly, guys. And then they put the truth right in your face. Okay, so this is me. Like and subscribe. Peace.